Hi people, and hi my Chilli Con Carnage Crew, it's Chilli here. So what do meth addicts, cheap cigars, and Trans Ams with Confederate flags painted on them have in common?
My name is
Yeah, that's right, I'm doing an episode on Kid Rock's newest album, Bad Reputation. So tighten your mud buttons, cause it's about to get nasty. This album takes its name from far more superior albums like Thin Lizzy or Joan and the Jets, but maybe my views on the album's title is too narrow. After all, a bad reputation could mean many things. It could be the more literal interpretation, as in a reputation for writing bad music. I have a feeling the writers for Paradise PD had to visit a few Kid Rock concerts to fully immerse themselves in the show as they do, because that feels like Kid Rock's life. If it sounds like I am annoyed, then that's because I am. After all, I just subjected myself to 18 tracks from this record that runs in at over 70 minutes long. I'm not sure how many months it took to write this album, but upon listening to it, it felt like that scene in Judge Dredd when Mama took slow-mo. Now, Kid Rock has built a reputation of writing rock tunes suitable for American Pie films, partying in excess, and not giving a flying fuck what others think. You can tell he really doesn't care about anyone from the start of this album, especially after the first 10 seconds of this song play out.
Fuck all you hoes!
I mean, the next verse is a build-up talking about kiss my ass this and how he's still the devil without a cause. Which is funny because he spends the next verse sounding like an angry old man saying how the next generation is a bunch of pussies. Cool. Attack the next generation. See how many new fans you can win over. No wonder Kid Rock is headlining the North Dakota State Fair alongside 80s act Night Ranger. I was going to make a joke here about falling from a drug high, but there are too many as it stands. This is the artist whose album Devil Without a Cause outsold Nirvana's Nevermind, and probably had it outstolen too. And here he is, headlining North Dakota State Fair. Fantastic. I mean, to quote Cobain's suicide letter, and in a turn Kid Rock's favourite musician, Neil Young, it's better to burn out than to fade away. The only burning passion I feel on this record is that over a light bulb. I find it highly ironic to hear Kid Rock bitch and moan about anyone really. Just look at his song, Bawataba. It was a call into everyone who was different, all the oddballs, the prostitutes, the crack addicts, the people in the methadone clinics and inside prisons to just come and party. Now Kid Rock is just asking anyone who wants to listen to his music for his pole to be smoked, and calling anyone who doesn't agree with his political views a snowflake. Grow the fuck up, Kid Rock. There are always going to be people who don't agree with you. Calling them snowflakes seems to be at great odds to your philosophy, especially when the next song and lead single, called We the People, has lyrics like this. But COVID's near, it's coming to town. We gotta act quick, shut our borders down. Joe Biden does, the media embraces. Big Don does it and they call him a racist. To me, that's the cry of a man still butthurt over the election results. The only snowflake I hear is you bitter narcissist. You aren't the rock and roll Jesus, you are the rock and roll Judas. You have no grounds to do political songs after your past discretions. One of your previous albums was named Early Morning Stone Pimp, and let's not even mention your version of If I Was President. When Healthy Harold, a talking giraffe, turned to us kids in the 90s and said don't do drugs, then he should have also added not to listen to Kid Rock either. Friends don't let friends listen to Kid Rock. The first two songs are about as Chad Rock as they come, and are a stark comparison to the rest of the album. It's as if he wrote these two tracks to pamper to his old fans long enough for their drug-affected minds to enjoy and be fooled into thinking he was back to his old ways. But before you know it, he makes the switch to Chad Country Rock for his new market. Now, I can understand why Aaron Lewis does country, and I would rather listen to him than any Kid Rock songs. But I don't get why he feels the need to switch it up. Are you not getting paid for your big tracks due to sampling rights and your big hits like the last big song you did all summer long? I mean, that song was a big hit. The last one you had, really. You could have been the next Beastie Boys of the South. But instead, we will have to settle for Johnny Crashed while coming down on a week-long meth bender for some new age country. Overall, I give this album 100,000 chilies, and I would have preferred listening to a used condom than this album. Kids, remember, this is your brain. This is your brain when you listen to Kid Rock. So this is the part where I usually list my favourite tracks, but I have none. Instead, I will just read a few other jokes that other people have made about Kid Rock. Kid Rock is what a smoker's cough would look like if it were a person. Tim has issues. I do not understand how a 50-year-old man who plays country music can call himself Kid Rock. Steve Hofstetter. Last time I heard Kid Rock, I almost deported myself. Vinod Chapru. Kid Rock's last major endorsement was Pamela Anderson's Hep C. Warren Holstein. Yankee Stadium is hosting a mass vaccination event. This will set the record for the most pricks in a stadium until Kid Rock tours again. Tommy Campbell. Kid Rock is not running for Senate due to a scheduling conflict with drinking. Michael Blackman. Kid Rock's newest song is the #1 download on AOL. Mary Connor. The people that are shocked about Kid Rock's comments shocked me because I didn't know anyone held Kid Rock in a high standing. Dan Reagan. I've heard enough Kid Rock songs to have an understanding of the inner workings of trailer parks. Lee Mays. Kid Rock is old enough to be called adult contemporary. Lee Mays. Fred Durst and Kid Rock haven't done a duet together yet, only because the world isn't ready for that perfect art. Robert Puncher. True, but they did a documentary together called Diary of Limp Bizkit and Kid Rock, Limptropolis Tour. So, kind of? Okay, one last one. Remember, it's only 5 sleeps until the next Kid Rock album. Chilli. Thank you for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please consider liking it and sharing it with your friends. And also don't forget to subscribe to our Chilli Con Carnage Crew to stay updated on our newest videos. We're also on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at Live Listen Erased. Please join us on those media platforms for all kinds of updates and discussions regarding music. And as always, stay spicy. I wonder how this will go down.